Guys, it's me, Christian, for your weekly update. I hope you guys are doing good. It's been a bit, but you know what? We're here again for pop culture news, my news. I hope you guys are doing great. Let's get started, man. And if you guys want, please comment in the comment section, and I'll read them, and we'll have a gay old time. Well, anyways, let's get started. Well, I'm good. My personal life is okay. You know what I mean. Actually, tomorrow I have the day off because I'm going to Disneyland because it is Alex's um, sister's sixth birthday, and we are going to Disneyland to celebrate her birthday. And my buddy Tommy, thank God, he has three tickets for us, so we're getting in for free. So thank you, Tommy. I really appreciate it. And everything else is okay, man. Day by day we're still here. We're still trucking along. But you know what? Let's get to the updates because a lot of things have been happening in the news. It kind of seems like surreal right now with what's going on. Politically. With the balloons that have been being getting shot down. Pop culture with the DC universe getting rehauled. So let's get to it. Let's start with the most depressing news, I guess, just to get it out of the way. What's going on right now in East Palestine, Ohio, and why is it always like bad things always happen in places called Palestine? You know what I mean? It's just like bad karma, bad juju with that name. But if you guys are living under a rock, there was a train derailed, and because of what's it called? They were a mechanical failure. And what people are pissed about is that the Trump administration, they made it okay uh, for trailers for trains that are passing by cities to not to not make the public known that they're hauling dangerous chemicals. And they didn't know that. And then like the governor gave the okay to coordinate an explosion of that trailer, because there's these two chemicals that they said if they were just lingering right there, it would create this massive explosion. So they coordinated this planned explosion. So they were thinking that would be less dangerous, but it spewed out all these dangerous chemicals that are cancerous. And fish are dying, animals are getting sick, and of course uh, people are feeling symptoms. Like there's a apocalyptic cloud over that town of 4,000 people. They're saying that it's okay to to move back, to stop evacuating, and it's pretty dire. I mean, like what I mean, all the shit that happened in Flint, Michigan with the water, is like they're experienced like a worst event over there, because it's in the water system. They don't know when, if or when they're going to get cancer. It's going to be in the future. And what's so crazy about this event is that, well, one is that none of the media is really talking about it for some strange reason. I'm getting all my information from social media like TikTok and Facebook. um, but what's strange is that I watched this movie called White Noise, which is basically almost the same plot what's going on in Ohio. It's the plot where is stars Adam Driver. This family has to evacuate the small town because there's a train that derailed, and it was carrying this chemical. And it was I hated the movie, but when that happened, I hated the movie because I felt like it was too pretentious. Like it, plus it like it petered out in the end. I thought it was I didn't like it too much. And when I was checking the reviews, a lot of people felt the same way as I did. I just felt like it just petered out in the third act. It had like it started out weird, and like the middle was okay. I think there was like maybe 25 minutes of really cool shit happening in that movie, but it was almost down the line the same thing happening in that fictional town happening right now in Ohio, to the T. So that is like completely strange. Like what's called what do they say, that life is stranger than fiction, or life sometimes imitates art. And that's what's happening right now. And we don't know if the residents are going to get cancer. I mean, I'm pretty sure some of them are going to develop it, because the chemical that was released, they used that was one of the main chemicals they used in the concentration camps to gas the Jews over there. And it just sucks, man. And I feel like it needs to get more coverage. And what's getting, and another thing that's another thing before we get into the lighter stuff is the Jeffrey Epstein list. they're gonna release these, the log of who went to the the pervert island, and people are talking about Jim Carrey, Clinton, Donald Trump, basically the elites. They all went. They're all in that fucking list, and people are the media is not talking about it, and the reason people are not talking about Ohio and Jeffrey Epstein is because everyone's losing their goddamn minds because the United States, we shot down four unidentified objects in the sky. One was the Chinese balloon, which we all know about, and then this weekend during like Super Bowl, we shot down three additional unidentified objects in Alaska and near Canada, and they weren't weather balloons. They were like these. There's reports where like um, they were messing around. They were messing with the technology, the sensors of planes that were they were tracking it down. They didn't know how it was flying. It was the size of a small car. It was in a balloon. They didn't know how it was, floating in the air. And let's see what Art says. It is finally all going to hell in a handbag that has been bejeweled. It's been bejeweled. Yeah, that's right, Art. Thanks for commenting. And you know what? Like everybody's so obsessed with the alien stuff that's been going on. Even me, like when I heard like they shot down three three objects, in the United States, I was like, I thought it was really exciting. And I was checking my TikTok feeds just to see more information. I love, I mean, if you've been watching me, you guys know that I love the UFO topics, conspiracy stuff, and to see that actually, being played out, the Pentagon talking about it, like the Washington talking about it, it's like living in a movie, And of course, in my head, it's like, I mean, they can't be real aliens. I mean, like they're too smart to be shot down. It has to be something else. I'm like, in the back of my head, I knew it had to be man made, because there's no way an advanced alien life form is going to get shot down by us dumb apes, you know. And right now, I think actually President Biden spoke about it, and it says Biden said that more than likely it's these corporations who sent out these unidentified objects up in the sky, and they're gonna investigate it. But when they went to go investigate the debris, they couldn't find it. So of course, the conspiracy theorists are gonna talk about it for years to come, and I want to hear all of it, man. I mean, I don't think it was aliens, but in the back of my head, I wish it was, because it'll change everything. It will finally be part of that the bigger universe, Dum dum dum, yeah. Thanks, Karen, for commenting. And I want to believe that there's extraterrestrials that are going to come over here, and like a lot of people are scared that if we do have alien contact, that there is going to be an alien invasion, like Battlefield Earth, War of the Worlds, all the bad stuff. But that's only because us as jerk ass humans, that's what we would do. But I don't believe. I mean, I'm pretty sure there will be some hostile aliens out there, but I don't think that. I think they would come in peace. I'm hoping for it. I don't think they're gonna take us on board and cook us in dinner. But I want to believe. But unfortunately, I don't think what we shot down is extraterrestrial. It's just somebody flying some objects in the sky. But it was goddamn riveting, man. Like over the weekend, it's like another object was shot down. Like holy shit, it's happening. The mothership's gonna come down. It's gonna be fucking Independence Day. We're gonna see that mothership in the sky. And then I'm not gonna go to work this week because we're all just gonna be watching the TV. And I was really begging for that because on Sunday I was watching the Super Bowl, and I'm like, fuck, man, tomorrow I have to go to work. I'm like, can't the mothership just come down so we could just like, well, I can't go to work. Like, there's a fucking mothership in the sky. What can you do? You don't know. But yeah, it didn't happen. I'm still waiting for that to go down because everything will change, and I think it will be for the better. Let's see what else is going on that I wanted to talk to you guys about. Oh yeah, and more. in lighthearted news, geeky news, pop culture news, uh, about 2 weeks ago, James Gunn, he is the new head honcho of the DC universe in the WB, and he did this 10-minute video breaking down the plans for the next 11 years for the DC universe. They're scrapping all the stuff that happened with Ben Affleck, Aquaman, and all the other stuff, the Zack Snyder world. They're starting all over again. However, they said James Gunn, who is the director of Guardians of the Galaxy, and also what's it called, Suicide Squad Part Two, which was really fucking good. The first one sucked, but the second was really fucking good. Um, it was exciting news. Exciting news. He said that with the Flash, that's going to basically reset the whole universe, and with the Joker and Matt Reeves, the Batman, he's calling that elsewhere world. That's the universe outside of the universe that they're creating. So it's another universe. So there's going to be a Joker Part Two with Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga playing as Harley Quinn. And check this out, it's going to be a musical. So I don't know how that's going to play out, but I'm excited to see that, how the musical is going to play into Part Two, and also with what was the other one? Uh, the Batman, because the Batman, they came out. It's going to come out in 2025. It's just called Batman Part Two. Like the Godfather Part Two is just called Batman Part Two. And I think Matt Reeves is a really good director. He did a really good job with the what's called Robert Pattinson playing a Batman. I thought that was a really good movie. For it being 3 hours, it kept me really engaged. I was so fucking enthralled with that story. It was really good. It was like cinema. It was art. And what other titles that James Gunn was talking about is that with Superman, they're starting out a new Superman. Henry Cavill's not going to be in it anymore. They're going to recast him, and it's going to be called Superman Legacy, and he's writing the script. They're also going to do another movie that I'm excited about. What was it? They're gonna do like a Lanterns TV show. Oh yeah, I remember. He's gonna do another Batman movie, but with Robin. But Robin's gonna be Damien, his son. And if you guys don't know, um, uh, Damien is like his. He had a son with that. I keep on every time the camera turns on, I always forget my words. With that lady from uh, what's called. Hold on, I'm thinking about it. From the League of Shadows, uh, he had a son with one of the one of the girls from the League of Shadows, and he didn't know this, and his son was trained by the same league that he was trained. So he was an assassin. So there's this really cool movie on HBO. Yeah, there you go. Talia, Talia. Yeah, thank you, Karen. Um, yeah, like there's a DC animated movie with Damien and Batman, and it's how Batman discovers that he has a son, and it's a really good movie. It deals with the Court of Owls, and I don't know if his movie, James Gunn's movie, is gonna have the Court of Owls, but it's gonna be Batman's son. Damien is Batman's son, and it's gonna be fucking sick. And another movie. So he's creating like what's it called? He's creating a Lanterns TV show, or only a TV show that's gonna follow the Green Lantern. So like the Ryan Reynolds one that we got in the early 2000s, that's out. That's out. Forget about it. We're starting new. So it's gonna be, since it's a TV show, it's gonna be really good because they're gonna do a lot of character development with the Green Lantern, I believe, and they're going to do another. They're going to do a Supergirl movie as well, and it's gonna be really good. I think the DC universe is in good hands. Finally, somebody, James Gunn is a comic book nerd, and it's in good hands, and I have total faith in what he's doing. Because whoever was the head of the DC universe back in the day, before him. Everything was just all over the place, you know. So what his plan, James Gunn's plan is that everything from television to movies to games and the comic books for the next 11 years, it's all going to be part of the same universe, minus the Joker Part Two and the Batman Part Two. That's another thing that's another world. So let's see what Joe says. Are you live now? Yeah, I'm live right now, buddy. Black Adam was just okay. Black Adam was just okay. It was all right. Um, it was like there's not much acting range for The Rock. You know, it was just very stoic. You know, I mean, it was okay. Like if you guys didn't watch Black Adam, Henry Cavill, he does a cameo appearance at the end of Black Adam, thinking that this is before James Gunn was brought in, so they were thinking that they're going to bring back Henry again for Superman, but that wasn't the case. And James Gunn and the Rock, they were having this feud because he was trying to, he wanted to stay into the DC universe, but that's not going to happen. It's tossed, it's done, and they had a feud, and they're going forward. And the first DC movie that's going to come out this year is The Flash, and it has Michael Keaton in it, and it looks pretty good, man. It looks fucking solid. Let's see. Enough of this DC stuff. Let's move on. What other stuff that I've been watching? Uh, there's a couple. These two movies I checked out on Super Bowl Sunday. I saw Skinamarink, and that was like, I think that was like one of the worst movies I ever seen in a very long time. Skinamarink, I don't know if you guys seen the previews. It's like it almost seems like a found footage type of movie. It's like the way it was pitched to me. That's like Home Alone but with paranormal activity combined. I'm like, oh, that sounds like an interesting concept, you know. And I thought because it was in black and white, and then from the footage that I was watching, I thought it was going to be like a found footage type of film, but it was nothing like that, man. It was like an hour and 40 minutes of the same shots over and over and over again, like shots of the kitchen, shots of the hallway, shots of the kitchen, lights on, lights off, kids talking in the background. It was just very pretentious, you know. I mean, I don't know if you guys watch some of the weird movies from David Lynch. It's almost like that, you know. I mean, this movie, if you're like an artsy type of guy, you're gonna love this movie. It's gonna give you like a boner. It's like wow, like so subversive, you know, like so crazy, you know. But I mean, I enjoyed those movies too. But this movie was too goddamn long. Like, I think this movie should have been like an hour and 10 minutes max, because it was just kept on going. There was like nothing really going on. It was just like kids were just talking in the background, and I don't think you guys. I mean, unless you like that artsy stuff, that really artsy stuff, check it out. And you have like an hour and 40 minutes to stand that stuff. Like, check it out. But I'm never gonna watch that movie again. I thought, I mean, and it was very surprising for me because like I like art stuff. You know, I like The Lighthouse. I like like Requiem for a Dream or Mother. Those were really good. Those are artsy movies. You know, but this one was just a little too much for me. And if you guys, let me just give you like the specifics. Um, of that movie is there's these kids, and from my understanding, these kids are dead, and they're stuck in the house with this demon. Sounds pretty cool, right? It sounds pretty cool. If we saw the kids, I mean, like, but all they gave you was like feet and like shots of this, you know what I mean? And then just shots of that over and over and over again for an hour and 40 minutes just drives you crazy, you know. But yeah, check it out for your own. If I'll never tell you not to watch a movie. However, just be forewarned. It's just it's not for everybody, and it's not for me, which is really surprising. Like, I watched this movie with Lourdes, and she loves horror movies. She loves this type of stuff too. And we were looking at each other like, that wasn't a good movie. It's like, no, it wasn't. It was tripe. If you did, you guys watch the Skinamarink? What did you guys think about it? Are you guys planning to watch that movie? But if you guys do, please let me know your thoughts about it. I don't know. Maybe I was having an off day watching that movie, but I'm not going to watch that movie again. Another movie that I saw recently. Now this is a good movie. Now this is a good movie for I think everybody who likes horror movie or sci-fi stuff is Megan. Megan is a really good movie. It's not like a Chucky movie where like a soul gets possessed in this rope, like in this doll. It's actually like a robot, you know. It's a sci-fi film more than a horror, you know, and the horror comes from the sci-fi, and that's a really good movie. It's about this little girl who this aunt, she's a toy maker, and she gets sole custody of her niece because her sister and the husband got killed in this car accident, and now she has to cope with this little brat hanging around with her, you know, while she's trying to create Megan. And of course, there's some conflict. They don't want to release Megan because it's too much, it's too controversial. So you know what she does? She gives it to her niece and it says like, here you go, play with this unproven concept toy. It's like let's see what happens. Of course, people start dying all over the place, and it's a really good sci-fi movie. It's almost like a Black Mirror type of universe type of film, and I think you'll like this movie, Megan. Let's see, what else have I been watching? I've been watching Succession, which is really fucking good. I think I didn't know anything about it other than that it's good drama, and man, what great drama, man. And I didn't know about this, but Succession is produced by Will Smith and Adam McKay. Adam McKay is the director of Anchorman, and he also made a recent movie called Don't Look Up that's streaming on Netflix. It's been out for 2 years, but it's really good. Succession is about this owner of this conglomerate company that owns television networks, publishing, everything in media. And this guy, this old dude, he started it from the ground up, and it became this major corporation. Think of Rupert Murdoch and Fox. We're watching Rupert Murdoch and his fucking bratty kids trying to take over the world because like they're just spoiled brats. They're adults, you know. His children are like they're our age, you know, in their late 30s, early 40s, trying to make a name for themselves, but they're biting the hand that feeds. Their dad, and the dad he doesn't want to let go of the power because he's sick. He has like this. He has a stroke and he doesn't want to give it up. He's putting up a front that he's healthy, but he's collapsing. He has like this moments of dementia where he's pissing in the hallways, and it's just it's it's crazy to watch this because you're thinking like it's a movie, it's a TV show, but I'm like life is stranger than fiction sometimes, and I feel like this is going on in the background in these major conglomerates in New York, in Wall Street, Fox, MSNBC. Like I would never want to be part of that corporate world because it's just ruthless. There's just this bunch of fucktards, and there's this one character who they bring him along. His name is Greg. He's like us. He's one of the plebs, and he's a cousin of the rich family, the Roys. And, and the mom says like, just go, go with your family. They'll give you a job over there, in corporate America. And he's like, he knows nothing about it. He's like, he's us. He's the outsider. He's us watching this fucking family eat each other. And I like this one scene where Tom, he's marrying into the family, and he's Tom is such a fucking prick, man. That actor he plays such a good character. Like I believe like he that guy Tom is he's a piece of shit. And this guy he talks to Greg. He's like a bully. He harasses him all the time, and Tom he just tells us like, "Oh, you got paid today?" And then Greg is all excited, he's like, "Yeah, man, I'm gonna eat at a California pizza kitchen, and I'm gonna get this barbecue Alfredo pasta thing." And the guy starts laughing. He starts laughing in his face, like, "You're not supposed to eat those items together. Like, you're rich now. I'm gonna show you how to eat rich." And then they go to this pretentious restaurant and they eat this pheasant that's stuffed. It's stuffed so much that its liver explodes, and the dish is so decadent that you have to hide your face over a napkin because like God Himself can't watch you eat something so decadent. And and the kid, he like it's like this fucking dead bird with like the head still, and like is he like he's all squirming eating it. It's like, oh, what is that? It's like, oh, those are the innards, and like, yeah, it has this rich flavor. And like it's so crazy to watch, man. I think if you guys enjoy like drama, comedy, you'll enjoy Succession. The fourth season's coming out in May, and I just finished the first season. And wow, the way the last episode of the first season, I actually started crying. I'm not ashamed to admit that sometimes when I watch something that's it moves me. Like I start crying because it I connected it for some reason. I connected with these pieces of shit. But yeah, man, it's been going pretty good. I'm okay. I hope you guys are doing great. Tomorrow I'm going to go to Disneyland. I'm going to be doing lives on Casually Christian. So if you want to see my adventure, in the world of Disney, join me tomorrow on Casually Christian. I'll be doing live streams, commenting, posting photos, and just come to Disneyland with me on Casually Christian. And if you haven't, please like and subscribe and share my channel everywhere so we could grow our community. So until next time, guys, I hope you guys are doing great. The weekend's upon us, and I'll see you guys soon. And please let me know what you guys are watching. And I'll see you guys next time, okay? And watch out for the aliens, too. Bye, guys.